Can you guys hear us
Yep, all
and
good. Hear you loud.
see?
Yes, yeah, totally.
Okay, so I'm still admitting here some participants that are joining us. Okay, just a few organizing moments I would like to mention, just to start from this. Due to some circumstances and inconveniences that we had in our previous sessions, I am going to mute all. So if you want to speak or just ask some questions, you need to raise your hands. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Niche profiles, highest results. Okay, let's go then. Here's the presentation that I've already shared in our community. Maybe some of you already seen this, some of you are not. So I'm going to walk through those success stories that we had in our previous weekend. Here we have, here we have like from different countries, like profiles, Upwork, freelancers, and agency owners. Well, mostly agency owners that are using GeekRadar. And so here, we have this like from El Salvador, which landed project for 48 almost $1,000 on Upwork using GeekRadar. And also one thing to be mentioned is that all those agencies are subscribed within months or even less. So they are all like landed projects in their like first months, I would say. Here also we have this agency AI that services AI agency chatbots from Canada, Portugal, Ukraine. So they have like 3 countries. They have like offices in 3 countries. Also, you can see here their lead reply rates and PVR that are really great. They also earned on Upwork using GeekRadar like $44,000. We can also go to the job post here. You can scroll down and just see what was the job about and about their like duration and stuff. So this presentation is available in our community chat, so you can go all explore by yourself. Also, one of the success projects also goes to the US, earning like almost $30,000 landing product in WordPress developing. UK agency here and from Pakistan. And I wonder if we have agencies or maybe freelancers that run business on Upwork from Pakistan. Then this is a great like example that everything is possible, because this agency joined us like only a couple weeks ago, and he landed this project like just like right away, even with the lowest, like let's say lead reply rate, but still, which is the great result, I would say. And also here we have one agency from Ukraine, which landed like a small project, but still the results and insights metrics are good and great. So if you would like to get your profile roasted, get your lead generation system analyzed, identify your pain points in your profiles, receive some advices on profile optimization, or learn to increase your lead per lead or PVR, then you can just scan this QR code and book a demo call, which is totally free. Today, actually, we are going to have an Ask Me Anything session with Tamara. And before the session, you're all you're all like warned and informed about the Google form that we've submitted, and we've collected all the questions, all the burning questions, but most of them were like profile roasting. But lack of the time here, we cannot go through every profile, so we have gone through every profiles and we chose one. with Tamara. So we are going to start from it, I think, and then the rest of the profiles and the rest of freelancers and agencies. If you also would like to get your profile roasted, you can just book a demo call and get just try it up with our team, which is also for free. Okay, so I'm probably gonna stop just right here.
Okay, so guys, as Carlan said that we cannot roast all profiles. Actually, it's a question and answer session, not a roasting profile session. So, but we are going to roast anyway. I've chosen the guy I never seen before to just be sure that it's not offended that I'm roasting the same profile every time. So yeah, okay, let me just share my screen then. Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. So this is presentation Corlan made. That's me. And I'm an Upwork expert for already 10 years. And I'm selling a lot there, and I'm helping a lot of companies to be successful here. And I'm quite well known by my blog that I'm usually working on and doing with some memes and a lot of stuff that you can read about Upwork, about news, etc. So what am I doing here is I'm using algorithms to understand how you will win. So let's move on and do one profile roasting. And also, guys, you're free to ask any questions in chat too, because I think that we have not so many here. I cannot again roast everyone. We are going to roast Roman today. I don't know if Roman is here. We can unmute Roman. So he is going to also be here with us to be roasted. Okay. So Roman, if you are here, come and be with me during this time. So let's move on. So when we are talking about Upwork profiles, I need to say that we are here to do different stuff. Some of you are going to get invitations. Some of you are going to bid with GeekRader or manually, it doesn't matter, for algorithms. So what we are going to talk about is that how to make your profile good and outstanding for all algorithms. And with Roman, we're going to start from exactly specialized profiles. Why we are going to start from specialized profiles? Because it's important to bid from specialized profiles, right? So Roman, aren't you still here? Okay. So why? Because on the specialized profile, we can have more skills, right? Not only 15 as we have here on a general profile. Why skills are important? Because when we are applying to the job, as a client sees whom, I will show you a few stuff. 1 second, just to see. So we are going to be a best match. How we are going to be a best match? First, we are going to be by doing similar jobs. Similar jobs means these titles on your jobs should match with my title of a job as a client. Okay. And second is by skills, right? So these skills should match with my job description. And it's very hard to match with any job skills in case you have only 15 skills. When on specialized profile, you can have a lot of skills, right? So for example, if we are going to check some of my clients who made their profiles in a good way, we will see that in their specialized profiles, an example, this is like an amount of skills, and also there could be other skills, they are just hidden right now. And with this amount of skills, it's easier to match, right? That's why. What's wrong with Raman? He needs to add skills to be in a best match, right? This is too small amount of skills. Let me also show you Sean, for example, another my client. So this is an amount of skills, right? And so let's imagine that Raman is applying for a job and Sean is applying for a job. Who has more chances? But the second thing that is wrong with this profile is that there are only 10 jobs added to this profile, while Raman has 49. And that means that when he's applying from specialist profile, aiming to show his skills, he's applying only with 10 jobs, which is wrong. He needs to add all 49 here because every word matters. This is like the first things that important to become here best match. But then we need to see here are 3 guys from best match who are here for some reason. And the reason is Upwork Mindful AI, Uma, is choosing them. It doesn't matter for her, is this guy boosted or not. She is choosing 3 guys from the best match who are matched with the other stuff, like specialized in something, have experience, etc., etc. Actually, what she's doing, she's reading my job description, she's reading the cover letter, and she's reading the description of the profile you're applying from, and she deciding are you good or not, etc. And she's very much triggered with the numbers. So all this extensive experience, etc., it works for her with the impressive numbers, let's say. And when Raman is writing, I have spent 10 years with the emoji, she's not reading an emoji as well as she's not reading Unicode if you're writing it like that, okay? So it's important that you're using your keywords together with some impressive numbers here to match with the client. And see, the most things here are reviews, right? It's not about exactly using keywords. So most probably Raman didn't do a research for the keywords. What else is wrong is that he doesn't have fluent English, which is important when you're applying for an American clients, because otherwise you're going to be artificially downgraded. So this is like about his specialized profiles. The same is with his this profile, but he has at least 49 jobs, but not skills. And for this, by the way, this Unicode, but also no keywords, no usage of the numbers, and something that Uma is going to read. The next part here is that the general profile is used for invitations, right? What means for the invitations? Where we are getting invitations from? From this second point, second step of the job that client sees, right? But it's very hard to be here. It's called offer rate. It means that you're almost hired for every job you're applying from. But then the important thing is that you need to get invitations, and you can get it from the talent search. So Raman wants to be a skilled front-end developer, React, TypeScript, JavaScript expert, which is I'm doubting that someone is going to search exactly like that. But for example, for front end, I'm going to start writing it, okay? And what I'm going to see first is that a front end developer, and I want to remind that all clients are lazy. So they are not going to write like you did. They are going to just click on whatever on whatever Upwork is telling to them. And guess what? It's written with a space. And when we are talking about Raman, it's written together. And also this skilled thing is just damaging the profile. I wrote once an article called I tested every Upwork profile section. I actually did, and I've created non-existent word, and ask 23 my clients to add them to different sections to test how it works. And when your main request is hidden with this first great guru ninja top skilled senior word, you're going to be on the first place. When you are putting it on as a first word, you're going to be first. This is important. So the weight of the first word is a big one. So first of all, not the right writing, because you, Roman, didn't check how it's written by clients. Second, you wrote a lot of words that are not roped together. So for example, when we are typing React, we are going to see React developer should be together if you want to win it too. And there is never word skilled and expert at all. So, but let's say that you want to do that with the front end together developer. If so, just imagine that you need to put this word first. Like this is like a base which was existing on Upwork forever. And this is like you need to put it to every section. So let's imagine that you decided that front-end developer is the main thing. Then you need to write it in every section, but how surprisingly you didn't write it even the second time anywhere. So you need to write it here in consulting. You need to have 3. Also ask your clients to also add front-end developer to the jobs they are creating for you. Here you need to add front-end developer inside front-end developer. Here should be all skills. And here inside all skills that are matching with the request. Let's write like you did, exactly like you did, and check how Upwork is matching. And we are going to see that guys with, let's say, green skills. These green skills are visible, shown, etc. from the established clients. And so clients who already bought something, you need to collect all of them and put them to your skills profile and skills on the portfolio. Next, what you don't have is project catalog, which should be like at least 3 because their titles is important. Next, you need to have 2 certificates at least where you will write front-end developer, employment history, front-end developer, description, front-end developer, blah, blah, 3 times at least. Other experience section, which doesn't exist for your profile, you need to do that at least 3 times, titles and descriptions. And that's what is going to make your profile basically, on a very trivial and banal way, at least somewhere. At least somewhere. Second part, what you're going to do is you're going to do the suggestions part. Suggestions are the words that are additional to the front-end developer part that you want to match with. And Upwork is actually suggesting them to you. React, Angular, front-end, full stack, front-end, Flutter, these are words suggested to be added for the organic search, which means that you need to write them on the description and also on the description of your portfolio items. And third step you're going to do is you need to check what are the related queries. Related queries are those queries, requests that clients are searching together when they're searching for the front-end developer. And we can check it here on the console. If you don't know how to do that, I have instruction here in my blog to how to do instruction for related queries. And what we are going to see here when the page is updated is related queries. And as you can see here, it's like full stack developer, React developer, web developer, backend developer, which are also the organic words that you need to add to your profile description and portfolio items to be at least somewhere. After that, after you made it, you can see yourself somewhere on first pages on your country. So your country is Lithuania. You will be somewhere there on the second page, and then you're going to update your profile daily to actually be somewhere on a global search. And I think that in a month of a daily updates, you can go to the first pages of the global search, especially with the requests that no one is searching for. as you choose, especially if you understand what I mean. This is like the things that you need to add to your profile to get invitations and to be better on bids. Actually, what I wanted to say that usually when there is a user of GigRadar, and if something is going wrong, they are usually, blaming GigRadar with that, for example. But GigRadar is a tool which is helping you. And in case you don't have a normal profile, you're not going to get normal results with that. Roman, you are not still here. I hope that you will see our.
He's here. Yeah, he recently joined us.
Okay. Great. Okay. So that's it. Let me actually go next and see. Okay, analyze profile. Haven't started new contracts. Unfortunately, we decided to analyze only one profile today, so I'm going to skip. Okay, next. How to get bigger projects. All recent replies are pretty small projects. If we set up our GigRadar filters even tighter, there are not so many jobs to beat. We are WordPress Webflow development team and UI UX design and branding. Okay, I hope that okay, so see. Pretty small projects. Let me check if I have donor agency to show you. Yeah, I have. So this is GigRadar, and this is their donor agency to show you what can you do. So I'm going to create a new scanner for your Webflow thing, okay? And this will be an example. Actually, for WordPress, you can do even better than I will show you right now. So what are you going to do to get right things? So first of all, I'm always saying that you need to bid only on your ICP, okay? So I'm going to create it like I feel that maybe you do. I'm not sure, okay? Maybe you do like that. Probably, I'm not sure. And it's so unfortunate I cannot also ask you what are your actual fixed price and hourly rate, but I will put it like that I feel that usually people are doing. There is a bug, I cannot see save button. Please GigRadar do fix it. And for example, I will exclude some countries, like for example, I will start from Ukraine. Just to do it like with some parts, because usually these countries are excluded because there are many like smaller prices. So I just started from my country just to show, and that's it. So please GigRadar fix that. Okay, save. And talent preferences, for example, I will do like that. Okay, and for the here, like join our team, these are usual stuff. Hope that there is no Webflow. Probably I had Webflow somewhere here. Webflow. 1 second, I just took it Shopify, small little tweaks, bugs. Yeah, see, Webflow. Okay. Yeah. So here on Insights, you can see that I have 301 jobs. I'm not sure what are again your search. So for example, it's going to be my search. I will put here jobs with also no unspecified budgets to make this thing work. So this is, for example, I don't care. Okay, this is, for example, my job, my scanner who is going to apply like that. This is the first thing you did. And then you are checking, you don't like some clients, you're putting some excludes. I also recommend to exclude these like bug, ASAP, and tweaks, small error, etc., to not tutor, teacher, consulting, etc. If you don't do that and you're aiming only for the big projects, this is going to be the first thing. Then you're already done with that and you're like, oh, there are only 50 jobs left for me, oh no, what to do? And then you're going to do the next thing. Is the first thing that you're going to do is search for this actual project, but in the other categories. What do I mean? You're doing like that. Like clicking on every category you don't think that there could be alive at all, and unclicking your other categories in a new scanner, of course, in a new scanner. Okay. And then you're going to do, for example, design or developer, for example. I'm not sure what you do exactly with Webflow. Yeah, and you're already finding a lot of jobs, to bid on. A few, 20 more. Next, another thing that you doing the next thing. Unclicking that again, just, because this was the first thing that you need to do, like to find other jobs, but still with your $30 per hour at least, etc. So unclicking, finding again yours, and that's again your 193 jobs or for whatever, and we'll delete it. And then you're going to do the next things. You're going to put Webflow here, so there will be no data, right? And you're going to check where is the data. So you're going to write Webflow. 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 But what do? I'm playing with the words, right? So, and these are like the first things that are coming to me. And I'm reminding you that I've just excluded your Webflow thing. And what I want to say is that no one is going to apply to these jobs. You're the king of this beat. You're the only one, no competition at all. So please apply. And that's how, these are like a couple of tricks. How can you find more jobs for yourself? Like, so always, there are some stuff to do without even, how to say it, just downgrade your hourly rate, etc., etc. And also, I'm sure that there could be something like, I don't know, maybe just play with it, maybe that will be Webflow. Someone may be writing like that. No? Okay. So just play with that, and that will be the thing. Okay, let's move on. I hope I answered that. Oh, sorry. How to open profiles for your relatives and then confirm their profile and go out with them to meet clients? Good question. So, of course, you need to open only for those relatives who can confirm their profiles. I mean, verify them, okay? With English, at least. And in case this person is like... could also verify their exact that his developer designer is the best. If not, no one write their business managers together with all development keywords, and don't go with them to the meetings. Just add them as an agency profiles, and when it's coming to the call, just add yourself or your salesperson to the chat and say, this is our requirements manager. He is going to show you the best price. Here is the scheduling link, and go with the salesperson. So use it only as an avatar, only as a person to apply from. Okay, it's also the roasting thing. How exactly to improve the profile view rate and the lead response rate? Profile view rate, you means probably the view rate on the bits, probably. So this view rate is coming from the profile. So you need to optimize your profile fully, specialized one, as you saw. And then also the first line of the bit is also matters for that, right? So there are two things: how your profile matches, and second is what first line you're writing. It should be bright, it should be more humanish, not hello, I'm John and I have 10 years of experience in full stack development or AHS development. It's boring. So make it outstanding, right? And use some information about the client for that. It's for the view rate. So profile and of course the start of the bit. And for the response rate, in case you already made your view rate good, it should be like 50% of you should go to your reply rate. If it's not like that, it means that people are opening your cover letter and something is distracting them. So most probably it's the problem in the middle or at the end of the cover letter, which I always suggest to add the open question to the end. And the second thing that could distract is actually your profile itself. And I always suggest to make it more humanish. By the way, one good thing about Roman, it looks like he has a very human touch, you know, here with his exact real video, which is most probably actually attracting people if they open his profile. But unfortunately, Roman didn't do a good job to make him open. So whenever they open, they probably will reply. This is like my predictions for this profile. So he needs to improve exactly a view rate. Okay. So, hello. We have collected all the relevant keywords from search, job post of clients and related queries. What is the best way to organize changes of how do I set up my profile correctly? Okay, great. I'm glad that you made everything. Most probably he's from Ukraine, Kyiv, I think. And I think that what you need to do is to start from making titles. You know, titles are your top keywords you made. Other keywords you find that are not, you know, going because there are only 70 symbols to your title, you're going to put to your specialized profile description with a normal way and impressive numbers. All skills that you can add to your skills in specialized profile. And specialized profile are from two categories from your research, the most often categories. And then you're going to your general profile. And for the general profile, you are taking your top keywords, let's say, and rechecking, like I did with the front end today, how clients are exactly will use it and click there. So it could be slightly different. And you're doing basics, remember, putting it to each section, then suggestions and related queries. You're adding to the description of the profile as a text, normal text, and to the description of portfolio items as a text, normal text. And then you're just starting with the daily updates. That's what you do. Yeah. Okay. How to search the keywords and add it into the profile. To search for the keyword, it's important. Actually, I have an article here with the instruction. You can use it, but I don't want to just switch to the freelancer's account right now. But long story short, you're going to the job search, and then you're selecting only category or you are not selecting it at all, and you're checking what jobs you would like to bid on, and you're taking titles from these jobs. These are your keywords you're collecting, and you're checking what are the most often keywords. And the most important thing, you are not typing anything in the search bar, because logically it will go exactly, we appear with this word, right? So it will be not an objective way. Okay, do we have another questions in the chat? Orlan, could you help me to point me maybe?
Yes, we have many questions actually here in the chat. Okay.
Okay.
If you have from Danny,
I see.
UAW stages, yeah.
Okay. What is the best way to segment Google Ads, Meta Ads, and analytics niches, by country or other options you recommend? Do you mean segment on GigRadar, or do you mean segment on the or segment on the profile? If we are talking about segmenting on the profile, I think that you need to just recheck what categories are there applying. And in case there are only 2 categories for that, you know, I'm just not sure, you need to do a research. You're just putting them in the specialist profile. And for the general profile from which you're going to take all invitations, what you do is you are choosing only one. I suggest to choose the one that is was more popular, to take more invitations. So like that. Not sure if it was for GigRadar, I wouldn't do it by country. I would do it only with exactly like Google Ads, and that's it. For like writing here like Google Ads, and that's it. In your experience, is it realistic to achieve view rate statistic above 20% in the Google Meta Ads and analytics niche? 100% sure that, of course, view rate, of course. Moreover, even for the React.js development, is realistic to have 20%. And this Google Meta Analytics is like more niche thing. You can achieve 30%, maybe 40%. Not sure. I have the guy who, in clients, who is doing SEO. He is achieving with GigRadar, I think 35% or something. Can you share working cover emails and what to focus on besides personalization? Every time I'm working with my clients, I'm creating new cover letters. I don't have anything same, but I'm always saying what you need to have for the cover letters. First, you need to have something like a very attracting start. Then you need to show the relevant experience and explain why is it relevant. Sardar is doing it in a great way. And then add an open question. Okay, need help with scanners. And you are adding them, and scan for web design. And you're saying that it's like only 1K jobs. Okay, let me put it here. Something like that. Flyer. Adaptive. So, and there are like, what should I do with that? Looks like it's 1,400 jobs. So not sure that it's there is any problem with that. Like, it's more than 1,400 jobs. So just something for geo of the client and hourly ratios around 1K jobs, and they're pretty small, and we're more from a long-term project. Okay, put there. So like for now, it looks like it will be like 1,500 jobs per month, and I also put there like from $30 per hour and from $3,000. So most probably it's not so small. I'm not sure what's wrong here. Can Uma analyze our profile if we are not best match? No, Uma is not analyzing your profile if you are not a best match. She's choosing only with best match now. Okay. I cannot see the same thing on Windows for related queries. Could you add something if you know about that? I'm not sure why you don't see it, but you can probably see my related queries here. An article. I will put it exactly here to the message room. Yeah, okay. How to improve the proposal body? If we are talking about the exactly like if you have a normal view and you're like not sure about the proposal inside, most probably you check first if it's not too long. People are bored of the generic letters, so try to make it shorter. Usually I'm saying that it should be no more than 350 symbols at all. So check if it's not too long, if you have the related information, portfolio item, and why is it relevant? Why is it important? And at the end, add and experiment with the open questions. What are you going to ask? If you are just asking about the call, maybe it's not the best way. I'm not going to analyze any profiles today. You suggest choosing 10 categories. What for? If they are not relevant, and which one to choose? Development. I'm suggesting choosing 10 categories for what? If it's about the gig radar, probably. For what? Because people are mismatching. You know, sometimes people are writing like something like need dev for my content writing SaaS platform, and whoa, and they're going to the content writing category. So I'm suggesting not to add just a lot of categories, you know, if they are not relevant to you. I'm suggesting to choose titles, guys who are searching for the developer, but just are mistaken with the category. There are not so many jobs who are mistaken, but those who are mistaken not receiving a lot of requests. Yeah, you said like, sorry, it was about profile, can choose in settings. So just choosing 10 categories, what for? It's also because of that, like because of the same thing, like in case you're seeing the job which is in the wrong category and you're applying and you don't have it even in settings, you're going to be, you know, mismatched. That's why. How do the portfolio get indexed during my ranking? How to get best match title after we have submitted the proposal? You need to do it with skills and portfolio title, your work history titles. So when you are getting a new contract, you are actually asking your client to rename your new job, you know, with the keywords you need to be best match next time you're applying for. So you cannot do it like becoming best match just like that. You are working on your profile, asking your clients to rename jobs. I'm not sure what means how do the portfolio gets indexed during my ranking. Could you please show again how did you use GigRadar on applying for less competitive jobs? I missed it. Maybe show me Power BI or AWS keywords, please. So there will be a recording here. Corlan will share, but I also have actually the whole webinar that I was hosted for GigRadar, and it's actually also here. Competition, GigRadar tricks, and there is a video from GigRadar actually also with these tricks. You can use it, please. Just do not repeat it. We have experienced sudden drop in the LRR, which is lead reply rate, in the last couple of months when PVR being okay. What should be the potential reasons? So people are opening you still, so it's probably still matching, but somehow they are frustrated with the end of your cover letter, but before everything was okay. There is a passion on Upwork, as in every industry, means that other people are actually creating something more interesting than you. Try to change the end of your cover letters and experiment with that. Also, maybe there is a bigger competition right now. We say that this is like a high season, like when it's like December, January, people are not so much buying and not so much applying, and now it's like a high season, people are buying a lot. So most probably you have a higher competition too right now. Also, maybe something is wrong with the end of your cover letters and your competitors are doing better. But what you can do also is to analyze your bids, which means analyze jobs you were applying before. For example, take all jobs from the last week and check, did they reply to many people or not? Did they hire many people or not? Sometimes it's happening that you're just applying too much for the empty jobs. Empty jobs are those that are not hiring anyone and not replying to anyone. So check, maybe there is a wrong filter for the last time for you. I understand that it didn't change, but maybe people are choosing another filters and you can see what is the pattern for these empty jobs. We have up to 30% reply rate per month, but very few calls. We are texting with clients, making estimates, offering time slots to clients, but they ignore and do not go on calls. How to increase the number of calls? So I actually against making a call as a step in the funnel. Call is not a step, it's just a task for us. For you, the most important is to get the result, to win the job, right? And actually, people right now can buy even without a call. The most important thing, probably, that it's not your right ICP. So you need to check what's going wrong. Like, are they disappearing? If so, you need to go with your follow-ups, right? You need to check what are you doing wrong with follow-ups. If they are disappearing because of the price after estimates, for example, maybe something is wrong with the price for them, and which means that it's the wrong ICP for you. Then we're coming to the start of the funnel and like asking, why did you apply for the guys who don't have money for you, right? So this is like you need to have these lost reasons, check statistics, and then improve them every time. And then if for example you already made all these things, and then you can actually check for the calls and how many calls would you like to get and why they are not going to the calls, etc. Most probably this is like the very common problem for my clients who were going to the call and asking for the call without giving any raw estimate, any pre-qualification. So the call itself is a very big resource. It's like taking a lot of power and everything from you. But when you're coming to the call with the wrong ICP, it's just taking your time and wasting all the resources. So what you need to do is before the call, you need to say, yeah, we have actually already made same projects before. It's cost from $5 to $10K. Let's go to the call to talk about the requirements. And if it's already expensive, they will not waste your time going to the call, right? And if they go, you know that they have at least 5. Can I sell without a call with a 3K plus price point? I feel that yes, 3K plus, it's not so big deal, I feel, for that. So yeah, I think so. But you can sell with calls, just pre-qualify if they have this 3K at least, What should be the best call to action in the proposal if not a call request as you suggested? You can ask about the results they want to achieve, for example. You can ask about the call, but it should be an open question, right? But it's just like the things that people are asking very often. You can ask about the results they want to see at the end of the day, for example. You can ask about features. You can ask Sardar to create an open question for you. Okay, I think that I've finished questions here.
Yeah, I think we have covered all the questions, both in the presentation and in the chat. So, guys, if you don't have any questions, probably we are going to wrap up the session. The recording will be published tomorrow, so don't miss it. If you miss somehow the first part of our today's session, you can always go and rewatch the recording.
Could you tell some keyword research about WordPress? You need to do the keywords research about WordPress. That's actually what you need to do a research for yourself. My favorite word, do a research, and then your profile will stand out.
Okay, probably that was the last question. Thank you, Tamara,
Okay.
for today's hot session, for answering all the questions, all the burning questions. We had really fun today. I highly appreciate your help for coming to the session. Thank you very much. I'm sending you much love. Yeah. Okay. I hope you guys also enjoyed our today's session. It was very, very insightful and informative. And even for myself personally, I can say that I felt like I'm sitting on a consultation with Tamara. Okay. Yeah, that was really good, really fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.